like almost eats people. Like you hear of stories, just people walking into the veil and just like dropping down, just like
Oh, well,
you.
I'm not going near that.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Wise
No.
choice.
For some weird reason, well, Kintsugi has survival instincts programmed into them, so they know that this is a dangerous area. But for some weird reason, you get the feeling that there's more than just like fairy tales. Like you get the feeling that you've heard stories about the veil when you've been activated for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And well, people might fill you in.
I am not going there without my blue ball. No way.
No.
Not happening.
Yeah. And you might ask in like during the ride there, you might ask people about the veil.
A few times, yes, definitely.
Yeah. So you know pretty much like the entire area is desecrated. And I mean, you don't like divine magic doesn't come like easily to you, but you get the sense like the ickiness of a desecrated area. And it's been desecrated for thousands of years. So
it basically feels like, considering my character's kind of like clockwork, it feels like the entire place is rusty clockwork to me.
Yes. That's actually a very decent comparison which your character probably would use.
It's basically everything is rust, and I don't want to get that icky rust on me.
Although you do remember that there is an area called the Rusting Forest in the west. You do not know where you got this information, but you have the information.
A faint memory, yes.
Yes.
For some reason, I don't feel like I want to go back there.
Yep. Nope. And yeah, so you're riding on the side of the veil. Hey, Tim. And get this
Yoink.
out of here. Like my expensive DM screen. Like so much money has went into this, I can't even.
It's perfect.
But yeah, you ride the entire day, and especially because winter is coming, there are pretty much no people on the road.
No
There's
Starks
some, like,
there.
No, like some messenger carriers, or that's pretty much the only thing you see on the way. Like a couple of like officially signed message couriers from Venhira to Garaboche. Like most people who have money use like sending spells and the like, but some people don't have money for that, so they use traditional horse couriers. And at the end of the day, when the sun has almost gone down, you see like you have seen signs for the green claymore for some kilometers now, and you see a big wooden sign on the side of the road. Like the main road itself is like 3 wagons wide, so 3-4 wagons wide at places. So it's very big and very trampled, and you can see a 2 horse carriage wide road going to the Vale side. Like and on the Vale side, on the side of the road, you've seen this stone and metal sort of road signs. Basically, like poles, and poles are similar with like spells of protection so that the veil doesn't move. And you can see more of this sort of runestone pole things like on the side of the road, which goes to the deeper into the veil side.
Actually, interesting question. Do I recognize any of the rooms?
You do recognize the main. I mean, they are magic runes, so it's a offspring of primordial. So, and you recognize the general purpose is just for protection and sealing and abjuration to keep the creatures of the veil like on that side.
Yeah.
And you might have seen that like small rodents coming from the veil towards the road and just like almost stopping to a wall closer to one of the runestones, just like
Okay. Just in case future preparations, minor illusion. I'm gonna try to like take I'm not gonna do any damage, but like print the carvings that I see in those, like get the details, like the imprint of it.
Yeah.
Just in case if I ever need to print it into anywhere.
Yeah, you get the feeling that you really... Roll me an intelligence. Intelligence.
There it is. There it is. The one that I was waiting for.
Yep.
Intelligence check.
Yep.
Would that be Arcana?
In this case, yeah.
Yeah, so no bonuses there. Points.
Nat 20.
Well, hello!
That's a good start.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Should we actually say something about our characters?
No, that's
At this
true.
point?
If,
That's
and
true.
especially if someone's asked, then definitely. I'm assuming one of you keeps an eye on the chat.
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
So
We could have a small character introduction. Yeah, definitely.
let's
The very lucky person who just rolled a natural 20.
Thank you.
That
Yeah,
was the last
so
one for this
I
section.
am playing as Kintsugi, which is basically the, awakened version of the Artifact of Deliverance. Used to be apple-scented, not anymore, unfortunately.
Why not?
I think it ran away.
Yeah.
Needs
I'm
more
not-
apple scent.
Yeah,
He
I'm
needs
not
more
picking up of it.
Yeah, we
fat.
need to install more apples.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because it's oil and
Yeah, but
gears and not
then it
whatnot.
would be all hipstery and would crash all the time.
Oh no.
Well, it would be coffee flavored. It would be
That's better.
Oh.
That's better.
Caffeine flavored.
Then
Yeah.
it would be hipster.
Kintsugi is like a clockwork person,
Clockwork hipster.
humanoid-shaped clockwork.
Quite tall, quite slender in a way. Completely like clockwork from head to toe.
Yep.
Has some smooth stone pieces that cover, for example, the face, so there's only one eye hole. And there seems to be, on the stone parts, every now and then, there seems to be like cracks that have been inlaid with gold.
Yeah.
You're rich.
Yeah.
Rich. I say.
Weird.
Wish I was!
So, Father Grey.
Yeah, that's me. What do you want to know?
Father Grey is a approaching middle-aged human priest of Omnol, a member of the church.
Yeah. And Decime,
Yeah.
the secret
Secret police.
of the church, and
Yeah.
the sort of big influence on how people should think
Yep.
about
Yep,
church.
yep.
He's a very good man.
So the
He's a
island
very
of
good man.
Lumainvoir
No one says otherwise and needs to tell it.
Yeah. That's like no. Everyone says Father Grey is a good man because it would be unwise to say otherwise.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it's a leader of this party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause
leader
I-
of some of in the party.
Well, I pay the bill, so it's like.
Yep.
You don't pay me anything.
Yeah, true. So are you my
You're-
slave or?
You're basically
Or
escorting
possession.
me. You're basically
Technically-
escorting me.
So you provide escort services, or I am. Good.
That's why he
Close
looks
enough.
so. That's why he looks so like polished and brilliant.
We
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
escort
the
service,
hands
yeah.
with the sort of the-
Discount escort service.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
trimmings and everything.
Yeah, and like Father Grey's boss's boss is one of the hierarchs who rule the entire island, so he's a very high position.
Yeah.
Sir Derrin's hand.
Yes, I play Sir Derrin Sand.
Fallen
Pala-
Paladin.
No, it's I'm still haven't fallen. I'm a paladin of
You're atoning
corpses.
it because you
Death
misstep a
god,
bit.
So
It's a
basically,
matter of
I'm
time.
a
Yeah.
social worker and undertaker and everything
See, fallen.
like that. I try
Undead,
to
undertaker.
be goodish persons compared to some other people and save as many unfortunate souls as I can, while still maintaining a positive outlook on life and having little pleasures like drinking every now and then and fighting with
It's
orcs.
an act. It's an act.
It's
a
not,
fallen.
I'm a
She's a
good
fallen
person.
paladin.
It has been rumored.
I have a shady past.
Sir Derrin Sand was a member of the city court of Garaboche until some years back when some rumors say that she was forcefully transferred to the harbor city of Venhira. Some rumors say that she left on her own volition. Be it as it may, she left the city. It is strongly rumored that she was in some sort of scandal with a high-ranking noble lady, but rumors have power to those who believe them. She's a paladin of Caraxes, which is the death god. According to the official teachings of Omnol, death is not a bad thing. It is a normal thing for mortals to perish at some time. And to the teaching of Caraxes, the people who fight against death are evil and should be smitten, pun intended, to hell. And then we have a thing of many names.
Yes, I am mostly called Lathe around this part. Original unit designation for the LW. I am an Warforged, currently performing the duties of an artificer for the same guild that reawakened me. Although I do have soldier training and a suspicion that that might have been my purpose when I was created a long time ago. I was found in some kind of archaeological site and reactivated.
Yeah, and then we have Hector, Tim, and Nail, who are three
Stooges.
There's three stooges, three members of followers of the Church of Omnod. So basically, they work for Father Grey. Where's
My actual henchman, specialist.
Yes.
Not this cannon for the
Two of them are on the
guys
side.
who are just like.
Huh?
Excuse me.
What?
Don't
I mean,
refer to me in
just-
the same situations with those two.
Hey.
Yeah, I haven't.
We're friends.
determined
We're
you
good friends,
your,
right?
Situation.
No, we're good friends. It's
At
just
the
that.
moment.
Yeah, it's just that he doesn't pay me. He's
Yeah,
basically
but
paid to escort
we
me.
are trying to get your core back.
That
so
is true.
We are making you a huge favor and so
It's
on.
true, and I appreciate it very much.
yeah?
Everything
And
needs to
then
run
you-
smoothly after all.
And then you have the main members of the party: Ifri, who is a big woolen horse, and Hector's buddy, and Felix the cat.
Yes.
Mhm.
Does the woolen horse have class levels?
Probably because
Probably.
Hector has been training Ifri since they were kids,
Aw.
It's a berserker.
and yeah. Hector treats his horse as a person. Like, I mean, to many people, horses are just mounts or just like working animals or something. But Hector comes from a Western culture where the horses are family members. I mean, if the horse sleeps in a stable, Hector sleeps in a stable.
So we have
Oh
been sleeping in a
my.
stable quite a lot.
I'm treating
I'm not,
Felix
but they-
very nicely because, oh, who's a good cat? Who's a good cat?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah, he's so cuddly and nice. And I want to be good friends with him if we ever run into some
It was he,
kind-
yeah. He
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
He's a
Yeah.
member of the church now, so
Yep.
you pay attention.
yeah.
He's actually outranking you, so.
This guy.
Yeah.
Actually, it shows decently on the screen.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
Who's a
but
good
that's fine.
boss cat? Who's a good boss cat?
He's a
Yes, you
big-
are,
he's-
sir.
He's a gray and black striped big.
Mm.
Originally Hector had him in a carrying basket, but he let Hector. Sorry, brain broke down because cats break brains down. Felix has a sort of harness thing, and he rides in Hector's sort of hood at the moment. The cat was almost breaking down the box, so that's
Yeah.
the cat was let down. But the harness just prevents the cat from falling and
Yeah.
getting trampled. He clearly doesn't like being on a horse, but he's content at the moment because Hector just whispers to him and gives him food, so that's fine.
We need a mini for the cat as well.
Oh, we do need a mini for that one, actually.
Oh,
I think I took him.
I wonder will there be another Nat 20 coming?
We'll see. But yeah, you get to the crossroads and turn right to the small road heading it's like some tens of meters to the inn of the Green Claymore. And like even as you saw that there was a lot of protection rune stones on the side of the road, but there are even more like surrounding the courtyard of the inn. And like the entire the walls of the inn are surrounded and surrounded with metal frames with all sorts of runes and glyphs of protection.
Can I have?
Which one?
I can look for it.
I didn't take Felix with,
Oh.
so
Eh,
yeah.
So,
it can't
But
be
yeah.
helped.
The inn itself is made of very thick stone and very thick logs, and like the runes and glyphs of protection are on the courtyard stones and on the side of the yard and like everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So, how did the copying go? Did I manage to copy some of the rune work?
You got some, yeah, definitely.
It's like, just in case, I guess you can place them or something. I can just make the stuff so I can just copy paste it.
Make.
You can bless it, I can just copy paste it then.
I can.
It's in theory, but like
It's a
We
long
have a
shot.
priest though.
yeah.
That's
that are
true.
blessing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I mean, you can do some protection with it, but it might not be the best.
It's more of like in a panic situation.
Yeah. Throw a stone.
On the yard, there are some like groves of like apple trees and some other trees and bushes with like usually would have like like berries and things to eat, but well, autumn most of it has been harvested. And on the yard there's the big inn building with 2 stories, and then there's the stable. And when you get to the yard, immediately a couple of young, very lithe but muscular kids, teenagers, run out and are like, "Welcome to the Green Claymore. Can I get, like let's get the animals to the stables and you can get inside. There's like the evening meals are served and then they see that welcome Father. You're not the first priest to this evening, and the more blessings the better."
Yeah, thank you. Let's.
You're quite famous, aren't you?
Infamous.
Well, they're the
Same
same
thing.
They're the same thing. Great minds think alike, right?
Yeah. There is no bad publicity.
Well, that's pretty questionable, but well.
Yeah, let's inside and eat something, and we need to pick up the speak now. We need to find the orb.
Yeah, I would really like my powers back.
And the only reason why you stay overnight is because you're on the side of Vale and darkness is falling and you need rest. And it's been a long day on horses, and you can feel it in your bones, like you've been rattling the entire time.
What about the other task force? The SWAT
On the
team?
way, but they're coming from
other
Venhira.
side.
So on the
Yeah.
you'll meet at the location.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Something wrong?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
If I may, I could suggest that
Wine and porridge.
that we take kind of a relaxed take on this, because if we just go in there, slaughter everybody, and
Yes.
and
We are not killing anyone.
We could at least try to talk some sense into them, and maybe get them see the light of the great church, and maybe some self-preservation instincts. At least we could do this, without major bad rape.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys said to this lady of the whale last time, but Well,
Yeah.
because of you guys, we are in this situation now. So
Well, now it's your turn to smite the hell out of her or something. But please,
Yeah, I have my approach to this situation.
Innocent, misguided souls.
yeah, I will do the smiting. Or you
let's-
guys do.
I'm assuming you guys got your own, because you get inside the inn's main room, which you remember had a couple of drunken, like, minor people, which might have been thrown last time you were here.
Yeah, one of them was thrown through a window to test whether or not it was safe.
Yeah.
Toss the miner.
Episode
game.
6, season 1, episode 6.
Oh.
A good episode.
Do we have it somewhere?
But yeah,
Yes.
on our YouTube channel.
YouTube.
we have
We
a
found
YouTube
it.
channel.
Have a YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
we do have a YouTube channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I haven't.
See you all there.
Never miss
You
an
should
episode.
subscribe it.
Maybe I should subscribe.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
And-
We're going to do what you should be doing at home.
Oh my god. This turns into
Yeah.
very cheesy marketing.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Very
But
good.
anyways,
But this is an influencer marketing. It's very pop nowadays.
Okay, yeah.
that's true.
No, that's very true.
So,
Yeah.
and like, as with a temple of Vithlumen, there also here there's a lot of crystals, both inside and outside, with protective glyphs, like making this sort of prismatic arrays of light. And inside the main room there are 3 fireplaces with fires roaring. It's very warm, very holy. You get the sort of serenity with like religious people go to a church, or musical people go to that one concert which you've been wanting to go for like years, and you get there and it's sort of fervor and the intense feeling of being where you should be surrounds you all. And even if you have like ideological clashes and anger, it feels a little bit less when you get into the main room and inside. And you get there are 2 other parties of people and some like the local drunkards basically. You do actually recognize one of them. It's the same miner. They don't recognize you, but you recognize them. There are 2 other groups of people. There's a table with a couple of elven priests with grey robes of Omnold and a green cloak on top of it, and they got a couple of bodyguards. And then there's a booth turned into a small selling stand with an old literally grey-skinned male-looking person with a very, very colorful cloak with patches of different colors on the cloak. You get the feeling that he's a merchant of some kind. You get inside the main room. You register your party as Father Grey and Escort.
Yes.
Father Grey and Retinue, because Escort has a different meaning, as talked before.
Oh my.
Father Grey and Retinue.
Is this an escort service?
No, escort just has a very negative meaning due to WoW.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
But yeah,
That's why it's a bad word.
you get
at this
inside
part.
and you see a light grey, a female elven priest in a light grey robe, and a very big armored paladin man. You recognize Sir Bigtread from before, like this huge human male behind the counter of the bar, just like cleaning stuff up and putting drinks and making foods and stuff. And there's 3 kids just like running around. It's the same family who ran this place last time. And you get your food, you get foods and drinks, and then you get a booth of your own, like a little bit, because there's not many people around at this time, so you get your own space, so you can talk in peace.
I just realized there's 2 in our group that don't need to eat or drink.
I can eat and drink for you.
Yeah, go right ahead. You can eat my share.
Thank you. Thanks. Yoink.
Immediately, like All the drinks are gone. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
great.
And you take a couple of booths because you four, and then you have 3 other people with you.
So, about this mission, let's at least try diplomacy first.
Yes.
Okay?
Please, come on.
What now?
They have a point. The
Yeah.
workers have a point here.
Yeah.
Though, if things go south, I
Yeah,
can deal
we
with
give
some
them
issues.
help. But
Yes, I have countermeasures in that case that this is not working.
I can already guess your
Me being
countermeasures.
here is me being nice.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate it. I'm sure they will appreciate it as well. Those
Oh,
who
I'm very
live and
certain
so
about
on. But please, let's not kill any children or other people who are just happen to be ensnared by wicked fairies or whatever this shit is.
Yeah, I'm only interested of the orb, so it's,
Okay, good.
up to you. If you manage to convince them to give it away, then it's
Oh,
fine.
I will be very convincing.
Very well. So the objective is retrieval of this artifact.
Yes.
Yeah? Retrieve my core.
Yeah.
Yes. In that case, we can.
Where do you put it? Where you are sort of storing it?
Yeah.
You can, if you want, you can
Basically,
open basically
yeah.
your ribs. You can just like.
It's like the chest piece kind of comes off a little bit and then the mechanical parts just slide out of the way. There's like an area there.
Can you store anything else there?
I'd rather not.
Oh, I was just
can.
thinking.
I
of
can, but
multiple
I would
things
rather
to
not.
Put for
Whiskey.
safekeeping,
The moment if I become a walking bank for whiskey,
Keg of whiskey, like
Yeah. Very
Well,
with its own tap, like.
then again, apple cider, apple scented.
And even though you are not, except with the exception of Lathe, you are not very interested or skilled in mechanical things, but you do have to admire the style where the intricacy of the clockworks inside Kintsugi. When he opens the chest piece and the cogwheels just like roll apart like a intricate machine, like just everything fits, like the smallest wheel is just perfectly where it should be. It's almost like liquid in motion.
Don't even think about selling me. Don't even think about it.
No, we don't own you.
That is true. But that
And
hasn't
it's
stopped
very
people
handy
before.
if we get your core back and you can, walk with us to the destination and whatever. So yeah,
Yeah, no more carrying work for you all.
no more boxes. Although I kind of miss them. They were nice. Smelt of apples.
And in that moment, minor illusion, cardboard box. Kintsugi went hiding.
Not as good as what Slave used to make. It was 30 boxes.
Yes. Are we going to put in place some kind of contingency plan that we should adhere to should we notice that we are being watched by invisible beings again? It has happened before when in the presence of these fake creatures,
Yes.
and it can seriously alter our plans.
Actually, what's stopping them from scrying us already?
Nothing.
But this place might make it a little bit harder. This is not foolproof at all.
Yeah.
Last time they walked right in.
Did I see anything about that would prevent Fae from tampering with this place? Did I see any runes that would keep Fae
Yes,
away?
like literally anything not of this world.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it
and
keeps Fae away
Actually,
as
that. Oh, never mind. Wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't keep us out.
Yeah.
I
I remember an old concept idea
yeah.
we were talking about Kintsugi, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
No.
best we've found, we were under siege in this same location by the same beings, and either they were attempting to trick us, or they could not gain entrance to this building.
Yeah.
It seems that we were able to provide them incorrect information the previous time by discussing it inside of this building, and then telling them a different thing while we were outside.
Yeah.
So, assuming that was possible back then, and nothing has changed, we should be able to plan now. But whatever contingency plan should be put in place now, so that it does not need to be revealed in the moment.
Yeah.
So basically, there must
What
be
does
scrying
this
awareness.
Fae want? It wants the kid that we left at that place.
That is not the only one. It has been attempting to gather children.
Yeah, but it wants the kid. So,
I-
and a kid kind of maybe wants to join with it, but we have to ask the kid.
Well, the kid belongs to his family, so
Yeah, who beats him and treats him badly. So kid might want
well,
to
they
go
are
to the faith.
raising him accordingly to the church teaching
Oh,
about
yeah.
strict
Yeah,
behavior
but in
and
this we
respecting
might,
the
I mean,
elders.
we might just say to the kid that now you're free, go to the.
And who has been telling you that he has been beaten?
Well, I kind of saw the marks when we went there. Didn't look like a happy kid, but well.
Well, typical young kid who scratches himself and whatnot. It's like this is not important. We are here to.
It is important because if we can give them the kid and they give the orb, then problem solved.
The value of those two items is not equal.
No,
We know this entity has been gathering
children, yeah,
human children, possibly other races.
yeah.
Human.
Yeah.
Technically, I mean, technically, Bale creatures, the Shadow Vein pose a difficult problem because they are technically not human, nor elven, nor whatever race they were before.
Yeah, no, but they were snatching children from outside of Vale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they were acquiring human children.
So
which
us giving them more children would solve the sort of.
Well,
unclear, but it
So this is sort of counter trickery behavior from your part that you suddenly want to sort of.
Oh no! Don't try that with me. The kid is half Fey anyway. So and has a brother that's been with the Fae for some
okay.
time.
I have just written on one of the plates that was given out for food.
Yeah.
I've just taken out let's say diamond pointed stencil and just carved into the plate a message and just put it down on the table and get up, because I've been interrupted too many times, and it just says this fake creature is acquiring children which are of very low tactical value, but can be trained and are more malleable to training than adults. So if we are to assume that we are to enter in hostile dealings with these beings, we should treat this as a siege and stop providing them any resources from this point forward. So their access to children should be limited, and we should take into account that we will be creating an enemy that we need to deal with.
Yes,
Like,
hence.
I've just written that on a plate, I just leave it, I get up, and I go somewhere else,
Okay.
probably towards the cart.
Well,
You pass the table with Nail, Tim, and Hector, and Nail has gotten himself a beer and a beer and a beer and like a pile of meats, and then he just eats well like a barbarian.
why not straight up
Wow.
barrel?
He tries to. He's drinking only a couple of beers because he's drinking civilized, and then we have Hector who's training Felix with like foods, fish and mostly fish.
So,
well, Leif makes a good point. Let's. I'm kind of a champion of a free will here. If someone wants to do something, who am I going to say otherwise? But we'll see the situation. I have a soft spot for malnourished and beaten kids. Okay,
it's
used to be
alright.
one.
I understand, but as much as I wish to sympathize and help here, I do recognize this creature, this fake creature, as a chaotic element. We will have to deal with her sooner or later.
Yeah.
But we can work something out. But more importantly, and at this point Kintsugi stops talking and magically just wipes a hand over the plate that was left, using a minor illusion to ask the question, does the fake creature know the value of the orb?
Probably not. Otherwise, it wouldn't try to barter.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah,
That's an important thing to keep in mind.
yeah.
Let's make sure she never finds out.
Okay. Well, you're the boss, so
No diplomacy. Brute force. We go in, take the orb, get out.
How about we start with diplomacy
Yeah.
to at least get to know where the orb is before we go in.
You
Yeah.
can say hi.
Yeah. Wait.
Which way of saying hi? My way or your way?
Well, you can say hi.
No, this is...
Well, you
Yeah.
remember what happened
Yes, I
last
do
time.
remember.
They came in using
Yes.
magic and whatnots.
Yeah.
So it's probable that they will do it again if it harms us
Mhm.
Yeah.
until they get what they want. So eliminating them
True.
eliminates the problem.
But why are they going through us? What is stopping them from simply marching with the glowy orb to the farmhouse, plastering the parents
Well, they
to
don't
the
know
nearest surface and taking the kid? Why do they need us? Why?
Fays are tricky creatures.
Well, if
They might even just want to do a deal. Just for the heck of it.
They want to use us for something.
yeah.
It might be just out of principle or just out of fun. They can be screwing with us as well.
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
Or they might be working for someone else.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, let's go there and check things out, and if they, I don't know, want to.
Is the orb where it was earlier? Kintsugi?
Roll for perception.
is this gonna be... Oh no, this is not gonna be on a 20. Yeah, it's not. That's a 6. So, wait a minute. Perception... 9 in total.
The orb is the southwest from you, but more and some distance away. But
Of course it is.
there's a lot of things southwest from you.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll be retiring to my room for the night, if that's possible. And if Kintsugi's out to leave, he's gonna start doing a little bit of a tricky thing. Remember the markings on the stone, the one that Kintsugi copied?
Mhm.
He's gonna now take the arm piece, the stone ones that are on the arm, start to break them a little bit. And then start to use the Kintsugi method of creating golden inlays to make the pattern there on the
With what
forearm.
material?
Don't I have the potter's tools?
Yeah, but
Lacquer.
you still need. I mean, if you still need like some raw material.
Yeah,
You
that
have the
would-
tools for it. Yeah,
yeah.
no problem.
Lacquer and gold dust would be needed.
Yeah.
Or, well, gold. I could also use any sort of dust. Silver or stuff like that.
Well, you do have some. Well, actually, you don't have some coins.
Yeah, that's true. I don't have any coins.
The easiest way to make the thing is to get some coins.
Could I get a little bit of
Well,
a little bit of payment?
I'm always hiring.
I will not become your underling, but I will owe you a favor. How about that?
Good decision.
So,
I owe you a favor.
I can hire you for a time being. For 1 month, I give you 10 gold.
Okay, let's see.
Oh no.
If it's gonna be a below 10, then I might even accept that.
I
That
know.
one.
Oh
That's that
no!
one.
Hook, line, and sinker.
You belong to me now.
Oh,
Well,
God.
you can always take the gold as smaller coins because more coins have more mass,
Yeah.
and 10 gold for a person who doesn't need armor, weapons, sleep, or drink
Mm-hmm.
can carry 24.
Yep, that's true, but still.
It's a principle of making a deal.
Yes,
And you are lawful, yes?
Maybe.
Yes, you are
Maybe.
lawful.
Maybe. That's a question of
Yeah,
mine.
so
You made a deal.
I made a deal. Not with the devil, but something quite near it.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
guys started to barter, and Lathe went somewhere.
Yeah, I went to the cart, and talking
So,
about deals,
let's go.
that was my plan.
You don't have a cart, you have the horses.
Ah, we don't have...
Just
In that case, I don't ride on the bottom of the cart, because there is no wood from it to ride on.
Just be aware.
Yeah.
If I ever consider you a chaotic element, I will destroy you.
Well, we have
But
same alignment.
If you
so
want to buy some,
we will be doing
materials.
fine together.
No. I was going to
Yes,
write
I
on the
hope
bottom of
so.
the cart something in Sylvan, so that if we were being spied, the spy might pick it up, but not us.
Yep.
Trickery, but no, not
Yep,
really.
yep.
It's fine. Yeah, I just stand around for a bit, and after a while, I think that they did give me a pan that had a hole put through it at
Yep.
one point. So I go back to the kitchens here and just ask if there is anything that needs mending anywhere on the property, because I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
I can assist on that once
Yes.
I get there.
no,
Yeah, no, I don't want you to assist on that.
okay,
I'm doing this. I'm doing this with my hands because I'm
Fine.
bored.
Yeah.
I really don't need to sleep much. I don't need to eat. I don't need to drink. I'm not interested at all in anything religious. So this is very much not the place for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just it's a religious tavern,
Yep.
and I'm not into religion
Mhm.
or eating
Yeah.
or sleeping. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and fix
Didn't
stuff.
I last time give 8 to the entire team, by the way? I just
Yeah.
remembered.
Yeah, I
So
think
you go ask from the personnel, and the big paladin persons. Oh, so fixer of things are we? Well, I do have a couple of swords and an old chainmail that one could fix, but we need to discuss pricing and things.
Materials, whatever is needed to pay for the materials. Although I guess I'm not going to need to pay for anything. I'm sourcing it from you. I'll just fix them.
Very well then. Altruism is always appreciated in this holy house. And he goes down a trapdoor and then brings up a very broken and like a full chainmail, but it's been pierced like a lot of times with like spears or tree trunks or something. And then he brings like old horseshoes and a couple of very bent swords and things which you can use for raw materials or fixing, like whatever.
Yep.
And they have a small smithy, which none of them use, but they tell that a traveling smith walks here from time to time and uses this place for like fixing everything. They have.
Yeah, but also with my Tinker's tools, they can be turned into any set of tools. So
Oh yeah, that's handy.
That's true.
yeah, yeah, and I'm proficient in smithing and all of the necessary things. So I think I will just fix up these things, and I think leave my steel shield with it to make a full, like a little more protective set of armor, because I've seen the kind of damage that this chainmail has received, so I can only guess what the wearer must be feeling.
There are old, very dark brown stains on the
Yeah.
chainmail, which you smell when they are like very
Yeah.
dry blood. And you can spend your time in the smithy, and when these two have finished haggling for the price, you get the sense that someone approached you, and you look that Tim has sort of like shifted onto the side of your table, just waiting for Father Grey to give him some, because he has something to say to Father Grey, but he's just waiting his turn. Tim is.
I got paid, right?
Yes, I
Good.
I gave you the gold.
That's wonderful.
And
I'm gonna regret this.
Probably.
just a tip. You Oh my god, you got skinned. Dude, you could have... we'll talk about this later.
Yes, we will.
Father Gray,
Yes.
there's someone who wants to speak with you.
Yes. Well, who is?
Yeah, you can see like in a like there's this sort of good distance to not listen to the other table, and beyond that there's the two elven priests who were in the tavern when you came in. And
Well, I approached them.
yeah, and the other one, they look well, priest, like sleek short hair and the normal. The other one has the normal robes of a priest of Omnod and a sword on his side, and then there's the older elf who has a little longer, like very bright hair, and his robes look fancier, and his holy symbol has some gold inlays on it. So he's a priest like you, but you get the feeling that he's from a higher family or whatever, and he looks kind of familiar.
Well, I greet them and well, politely and ask if I can be in any assistance, and if you have
Yeah.
what do you want?
It's good to see that there's more holiness in these parts of the world, in this, after the weirdness that happened in the Green Claymore some time back. Oh, my apologies. I am Father Mirdin Bedan. This is my partner Kendall Kororis. The Bedans are a hierarch family. So his father or grandfather or something is a hierarch probably. And were you also sent here to reinforce the Claymore, or are you on other business?
Well, I'm in official church business here.
Right. Is there more of these anathema that need taking care of?
Well, this is just we are resting here for this night, and we carry on tomorrow.
Okay. So not around here.
Yeah.
Your problems are not of the veil persuasion.
Well, no, not as such.
Good. We're just trying to find out how far the possible contagion has spread. As you probably have heard, there was a weird incursion of Valian influences in the Green Claymore almost a little bit over a week back.
I wasn't aware of this.
Okay. You can rest, of course, because we are here to reinforce. And and then he looks at the other priest in a very, very warm sort of sense. They look at each other and are like, "We are here to reinforce the Green Claymore, and if the gods will, you will be able to rest in a very secure place the following night."
Well, I'm thankful of your service.
I am, when we are done reinforcing this place, if there's any news or information you wish to be taken to the capital, I can take it to my father, the hierarch, Bedan.
Well, we can discuss this later, maybe your quarters or some such.
Yes. And then then he gives you a room number, and they excuse themselves and go to their room. And Father Gray might go there, might not go there, but I think, yeah. So just a quick round. Derrin takes some.
Yeah, I go to talk to Sir Victor about the rumors and what's been happening here, and is there any dangers on the road,
Yeah.
and so on.
You will get some information
Yeah.
on the break, and now I think it's a good time for a 50-minute break.
Yay!
Yeah.
See you soon.
Wonderful.
See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
but still aware of what's happening around me.
Yep.
Because my other, more regular shield has been gifted to the tavern.
Yep.
Meanwhile, when Kintsugi powers down, it basically turns back into that older box you saw.
Aww.
Basically just returning to that state.
Like a
Yeah.
Aww.
Autobots.
Roll out. Yeah.
Cool. And do either of you speak Elven?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, when you guys
Speak
come,
languages.
when
That's
you
good.
guys get to the main hall, you hear light snoring because both Nail and the digger person have like fallen asleep there because too much to drink. You power down, and you two power down, the half elven kids who are part of the personnel are like basically the elven woman tells the kids about sometimes like Warforged don't sleep, but they need to be in one place that the kids don't disturb them.
And the kids are like, what? Warforged do the same thing that elves do? No.
But
Yeah.
longer. Haha.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, yeah, next morning. You guys get up and
Let's go already.
Yes.
So no alarms triggered.
no alarms triggered.
That's good.
So restful sleep with an actual bed. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Where's
that's-
the breakfast?
I'm
Oh,
banging at your
Yeah,
door
the-
like.
The moment I wake up, it's the time I kind of check that. Do I still feel the orb in the same
Oh!
place?
Speaking of your sleeping, roll for Constitution!
oh no. Is
That's
it?
a 4.
Yeah, and that's a +5, so that's a... Oh no.
Warforged don't sleep, so they shouldn't dream. But you have you see a dream where you are.
Clockwork sheep? The Warforged dream
Oh
of
right,
Clockwork
yes.
sheep?
no.
Warforged do dream, but not of Clockwork Sheep. You get the feeling you see a dream of an endless field of gears and cogs just turning in the
Gear Wars.
perfect synchronization. Like everything is as it should be. And then things start to fall apart. And you get the feeling that like there's the sound of ripping leather where while the cogs just clang together and they start falling apart, and you can feel the sort of ripping sound.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, and you can't get away from the vision, especially when the last cog falls. You start falling yourself, and you feel thinner somehow when you wake up. You get a level of exhaustion. You do recover your spell slots because of reasons, but you do get a level of exhaustion. And you feel, well, in a very metaphysical, fourth dimensional sense, you feel thinner.
What was the effect of first level of exhaustion?
And a disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah. I was remembering that. Yeah, this is not good.
Yeah, you are sitting this one out.
I am not letting you all
You'll
get
roll
my
for
orb.
perception.
Okay.
Well, you're seeing stuff!
Oh, I'm not seeing anything.
That's a nat 20, I can see that.
Yep. That's 23.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's 4. I'm not seeing anything else but the breakfast. Oh,
I am a
the
sentinel.
breakfast.
That is my
It's an
job.
8.
That's not enough.
What?
So,
I'm banging at your
well,
door.
Yes,
You are
I'm
going
up,
already.
up.
yeah, you wake up, you get breakfast and things, and the only one who notices that there's something wrong with Kintsugi is Lathe. You get the feeling that there's this sort of, well, because he's clockwork things, he has this sort of small ticking at all times. But you hear like between, like once every some ticks, there's a very small, like mist sound, like something is not clicking the way it should.
Yeah. He's very annoyed by something. There's something that's really grinding his teeth gears.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
points for that.
Yes. I get inspiration dice.
Yes.
Yes.
Take it, you earned it. You earned the
That's what
inspiration.
bards should be doing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So you are a bard now.
I might multi-class into a bard now, yes.
Next level part.
Excellent. So,
Oh boy.
you get shoot. Basically, you guys get up at almost the first dawn, and Father Gray pretty much whips everyone like
Yes.
moving.
Yeah, I have actual whip.
But question,
No.
did I feel where the location of the orb was? Was it still the same?
Roll for perception.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, well, that's 19.
Location hasn't changed since
Wonderful.
last.
That's good.
But do you get like a better image of where it is? Or like was last time you
Somewhat, I know the direction at least, that's
you
enough for
got
me.
direction, but
Yeah, but the question is, Kintsugi is now wondering that, is
But do you-
something happening to my core right now?
someone is playing with it.
Yeah, someone's toying with my heart. I'm
Wax
not
on,
happy with
wax
that.
off.
Yeah.
There, like you get to the place and there's like this beach volleyball scene. With,
Oh no.
no, my heart! No!
yeah.
It's
Oh, no.
breaking.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't break my heart.
Yeah. So,
Unbreak my heart.
yeah, you get
It's not musical.
you get moving.
Isn't this the musical
Father Gray.
episode?
Father Gray comes down to the main hall and is like, let's move. Nail is immediately like, you can see he's been drinking, so his eyes are a bit red, and he's just a little bit like, not hungover, but on the side, like, oh. And then he takes one of the pints, he emptied and goes to the kitchen, is like, coffee. And then he gets like a half-liter coffee and just like whips it down and like, let's go!
I'm
Talking
grabbing
about a non-musical-
sausages and,
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah, talking about the non-musical episode. Into the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, how about no?
Oh no. Well then,
Yeah, we need to run to
Yeah.
our associates.
as we're
So
heading,
we need to leave.
as we're heading out, Kintsugi's gonna note to Father Gray here. Something is off. Be prepared for problems when we get there.
Well, I'm always prepared for problems because they travel with me.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah. So you get your horses, you get to the main road, and you get moving.
I'm on a highway to hell.
Do I smell apples?
Yep. Yes, you do.
Oh.
You all smell apples when you move, and the horses smell apples, and every horse except Ifrey is like. Ifrey was at the start was like, and especially with horses with the huge lips, it's like. It's a very very smacking sound.
And the drool, amount of the
Yeah.
drool is
Ifrey,
ridiculous.
at the first, Ifrey is like apples, and then Hector says doesn't whip or anything, but he says a word in a weird language, and Ifrey is immediate like, let's do this that way.
Yeah. I guess it should be on the front carriage then, due to this apple scent.
Oh.
Might make
Nice.
the horses work better.
Did Leif put it on you?
Yeah, we can hang you
It's
from
very-
the stick and
It's very nostalgic.
Or you just ride up front with your horse, and the other
Yeah.
horses
Yeah.
will follow. Yeah, yeah,
handy.
definitely.
That works.
Yeah, that works. And you get like baskets of breakfast because
Yeah.
Father Gray wants people to move, and the elven woman whose name Nithoniel is ready with breakfast.
Oh,
Amazing.
thank you. May all gods smile at you.
well, yeah.
As well to you.
Yeah, I when we leave, I thank them that for their hospitality.
Yes, that word.
That word.
I thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, it's a musical. So
Thank you for your hospitality. La la la.
that's the one.
So
Yeah, that works.
I say thank you for wait.
Yeah. And then we left.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go and kill something because this music is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know when we get to Halloween, we need to do a musical spin-off episode.
This is
Like Buffy's,
Halloween.
but
This is Halloween.
How about no?
How
Yeah.
about yes?
Oh yes.
Or we
Okay.
do a stop motion episode for Christmas.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So this regarding musicals and fan service.
Oh!
No, come on! By the way, the S is on that side.
Oh.
We have the no card.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Of course.
So,
And of course it's on Father Grey.
yeah. So, you continue on the main road west on this
Yeah.
vale on your right side and the normal pockmarked scarred lands of the western province on your left side. There is a crisp and a wind which brings winter ever closer, and you can feel the
Brace
chill in the air.
yourselves, the winter is coming.
Yeah. And once again, the day itself is very isolated. There's very few people moving. You see a couple of very big caravans drawn by blitzeros, which are basically huge woolly rhino-style beasts of burden,
Oh.
which draw a huge, basically a fantasy version of an 18-wheeler, sort of caravan from Venhira to Garaboche. It's like a very big carts with barrels and boxes and things, drawn by this like 3-4 meters tall rhino-style creature. I mean, rhinos look small and thin compared to blitzeros.
So a small mammoth.
Yes.
Basically.
But except without like tusks, but it has 4 horns protruding from its longish
Whatever
nose.
those are, I want one of those.
You recognize blitzeros. They are a very rare beast of burden up north, but they are used in the pretty much not in the extreme south of the island, but pretty much everywhere else because they are very strong. Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, you pass it by because the big blitzero, which weighs like 2,000 kilos, he doesn't like dodge anything. You dodge it, and the people in the cart are marked with like colors showing them to be members of the merchants guild, and they just like, because the animal is moving now, they're just like going past and like, hey, because the blitzero just they got it moving and it doesn't stop. It looks like a freaking train on land and made of flesh. But yeah.
How close are we to the farm right now?
Well, as far as you know, it's a day's ride from the Green Claymore, and you get there because you started moving very early in the morning. You get there by evening.
Thank you.
And you remember the crossroads. Like there's the main road, and then there's this smaller crossroads which took you to the big farm in and of itself. And by the crossroads, when you get like in the evening, you get to the farmlands crossroads. You can see 4 dark horses in the crossroads waiting for you.
All right.
And
your guys.
And remember, diplomacy first.
You see.
Oh.
Four riding people, 2 men and 2 women, have taken off their green long robes, and you see underneath the robes. They have the long cloaks are like basically set on the back of the horse. They have dark grey pants and a dark grey coat with a slight clink of chain shirt, which is basically sewn into the coat. It looks like basically a sort of suit with, you can hear the chainmail inside. They have black undershirts and scarves and bowler hats. You recognize these as your people, like troubleshooters from Decime.
Yeah.
You recognize the uniform like everywhere. And you worked with these four people like in other missions in the past.
Yeah.
They're like
Familiar faces.
Yeah.
they all have composite bows on the back and swords and daggers on their side. And like one of the men have a beard which is very sleek, very combed, very on the side of the face. He's very scarred, and the other one doesn't have a beard. He just
Well, they're armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
Do not
Greetings.
make me rebuke the violent.
Greetings, Father. We, as you can see, we got your message. We are
Yes,
here to support you in your endeavors.
Yes, and I guess you have been informed enough that what we are after.
Yes,
Very well.
we know enough.
Yes, very well. This is not going to be any diplomatic mission, so we go in, we get the stuff, and we get out.
The four people move pretty much in unison, do like this sort of.
Well, I do admire your efficiency. I don't exactly approve of the methods, but let's see what happens.
Alright. So.
The four people just like do this sort of small measuring glance at the other people in the party. They are very clinical in their approach, like pretty much no emotions on the faces. One of the women with almost short black hair. Both the women have this shoulder length hair. The other one's blonde. The other one's black haired. The black haired one looks. She gets a little bit of a scowl when she looks at the group, but she, although she does look like she's suffering from resting bitch face syndrome, so might be also that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So.
You take the smaller road down to the farmlands. It turns like the main road is a very sleek, very trampled gravel road, and it turns immediately into basically a cart. There's the signs of the cartwheels which denounce it as a road, but it turns immediately more uneven. You travel for some hundreds of meters, and you see at the end on the side of the small bypass. That was the word I was looking for. You see the familiar-looking farmland where you rested last time. Sadly, in the lost episodes, but there's some stuff about what happened in the lost episodes on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The farmland in and of itself is a
On lost YouTube.
very big, very thick-built wooden structure with a couple of floors, and then there's a couple of smaller buildings and a very big stable and a grain silo surrounded by a huge palisade wall.
Spooky tree.
Palisade wall of sharpened stakes on a slight angle. So it's a big farmland / small fortress even.
Spooky tree.
The spooky
The
tree.
spooky tree, yes.
Yes.
The tree that bled.
So
So what you can see immediately is you can see a side of the palisade wall has been brought down like from the inside. That basically someone has pressed the thick wooden frame down. There are a couple of broken windows in the main
Doesn't look
farmland,
good.
and both you don't see the back door, but the front door is wide open, and you can see a small teenage human girl with dark brown reddish hair. You recognize her. She was the one who you gave the note to,
Yes.
and she's just like cleaning up with a broom and yeah. And well, she sees you coming down because there's like 11 people on horseback, and she's like, she drops the broom and it's like goes like all white in the face. Father Gray also has met this girl. She was, you can't remember the name, but she was one of the kids of the from this family. Yeah, from this family. Yeah.
At this point, I would like to dismount, and on my way to the palisade that has fallen, look on the ground to see if there is any
my character
big
somewhere?
claw marks that could be basically anything that could be a large mechanical bird landing here,
No.
or any other.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm looking for. But of course, if there is some troll footprints and I'm looking for a large mechanical bird, I will still see it.
Yeah, so you take your time and you do not find any sort of claw marks. Use that
Okay.
one because you're...
Thank you.
Then whenever I get to the barricade, I want to inspect like what brought it down because it has been pushed from the inside.
Yeah.
And the house looks attacked, so it seems like whoever was in here fled out.
Yeah. And
So-
you remember that the family had a very thick built draft horse, but the horse is gone. The stable doors are open, and like animals from the stables, like have started getting out of the building. And you can see as one of the younger boys of the family just running out of the farm with a what's the tool called?
Pitchfork?
Pitchfork. Thank you. With a pitchfork and running. Hey, chicken, come back! We got you inside. And then he just freezes over. He almost drops the pitchfork. And he's like, because like a lot of people with weapons and stuff.
So, is this the place where we're supposed to meet, Lady Lavender?
Let's just defuse the situation here. Let me go to the
Oh, don't
girl
worry.
and try to calm her down.
Don't worry, I already told no to him.
Yeah, find out what's going on
Yeah.
here and
So I
if she
try
has
to
any
be as
information.
non-threatening as a fully armored paladin with death squad symbols can be, and put on my social worker face and I'll be like, okay, you are clearly alarmed.
I let the
Please
guys know
don't
that
be.
security
You're
perimeter-
safe.
Yeah.
We just want to ask some questions. I go to the girl.
And I say
No.
Tim to do a bit of scouting in
Tim and
Go to
Hector
the
go to the forest. Nail stays by your side as bodyguard, and the new troubleshooters both go into pairs and just like
secures
start-
the yard.
checks the fence.
Yeah, on the spot where the fence has been taken down, I will, while she's talking, just start taking pikes and put them around the house to make it a more defensible position.
Yep.
Not close enough to stop people, but big enough to potentially prevent things the size of the metal bird that we saw from landing
Yep.
immediately next.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
Yeah.
get to the main door of the house. The girl just like she looks like she almost fell down, but now she shakes and she seems to recognize you and Gray and she's a Lathe and she recognizes him too, them, and then she takes up the broom. Her hands are still like shaking, and she clutches at the broom like with white knuckles. But welcome back, I suppose.
Something has happened here. Can you tell us what it is? Are your brothers and sisters safe? What happened to your parents? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, Berrimond and Gesrick are still here, but and then she just like falls down crying and just like breaks down into a like she just like all the panic, all the fear just like lets loose into a howl cry combination of pure despair and just hopelessness. And one of the younger boys of the family runs out from inside the house and hugs her sister. Just like all of these kids have this same colored black, like very dark brown reddish hair, and you can see the sisterly resemblance. And she just the boy just hugs his sister and just like calms her down. And in the meanwhile, he's multitasking very well when he just like hugs his sister, whispers to her like, "It's gonna be fine. Mom and Pa will be, Father and Mother will be back soon. It will be all fine." And meanwhile he's telling you that, well, some days ago, creature approached the house.
Okay.
First, there just came this bird, this black bird with a note for father and mother. They saw the note and just got furious to the kids. And there was an interrogation of each and every one of the kids were taken to the room of shame and interrogated and yelled to for like 15 minutes apiece.
Okay.
And then they got to Beric, who was there pretty much the rest of the evening. And they had the boy Berimund saw mother and father with a parchment from the bird. The bird almost got broomed, but the bird flew away. And he saw at the end of the evening when all of the sisters were pretty much like all of the kids were almost broken down into crying, but they kept a brave face because they knew that if they would have cried, they would have got beaten up more. So at the end of the evening, they saw mother and father burn up the parchment, like just throw it in a pile of wood and just burn it up.
And
They were ticked. Like, I mean,
okay, where are your mother and father now? I would like to have a word with them.
they're not here, Mrs. I mean, sir. I'm gonna take Lucienne to her room, and I'm gonna take her, give her some juice, and I'll be right back.
Can I come and help? I would like to help you.
He looks like he wants to say no, but then he looks at the sister. Sure, I mean, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I can carry her. Just show me the way.
Yeah. So you go inside the house.
So, can I sense my heart anywhere?
Roll for perception.
It's nowhere near.
It's closer, but you don't get an immediate location.
This is the moment. It's a 2, so it's a 5 in total. It's like, yeah, it's somewhere.
How is that using your unlucky die working for you?
This is not the unlucky die.
Ah.
This is the unlucky die.
Okay.
They're
And
still
you
in
use-
dice
you
jail.
So
Switch.
Okay, I'm gonna switch then. All right.
So Ray and Nail are waiting outside.
Yeah, we are waiting for the social worker to do her diplomacy thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when she's finished, then we go all in.
And you, Lathe, you get
I promised to
the
you guys
palisade wall
have your
fixed. And you
round
get the
of
feeling that
diplomacy.
something from inside, like a very big something, had
Draft
just like
horse. Bigger than that. What?
A little, maybe even bigger than Raffle, just had walked from inside through the palisade wall outside.
Yeah, it's just that if it was bigger than a draft horse, then it had to be brought here, whatever it was. Because the draft horse was from here.
By the way, because roll for perception, everyone.
Okay.
Nah.
I was saying something about my unlucky dice.
Yep.
18.
That's a
7,
6 in
that's enough.
total.
7.
No.
13.
Yep. So when you got inside, just before you got inside, and because Father Gray is just waiting there, you can see like very, very deep hoof prints coming from the barn to the main gate to the like road from the farmlands away. Like, because there was this horseshoe-shaped road, and you came from this side, and Father Gray and Derrin saw that the deep hoof prints led to the other side of, like, away from the farmland.
So it's not in the direction that the palisade fell.
The palisade fall basically like south, and you came from the north.
Yeah, I'm still
Musical
interested in like
episode.
what took the palisade down.
Indeed.
The bird.
Oh boy.
No.
You don't see any claw marks. I mean, you don't see any claw marks that are like into the wood, so it's softer than wood.
So
Whatever, like the hooves or legs or whatever are softer than wood.
was this supposed to be a meeting place for Lady Lavender? Since this is quite a bad welcoming, to say the least.
It takes a couple of minutes when you get Lucy into her room and give her some warm juice and like wrap her up in blankets and things.
How many kids are there inside?
You don't see any others than the girl and the boy, and then the other boy who was in the barn with the animals.
Okay, I asked
And
after the boy that was incarcerated.
Last, Beric.
Yeah.
When you say Beric's name, the girl starts crying again, and the boy is like.
I'll cast.
Last time you were here, you saw 7 Beric and 6 other kids.
Yeah.
I'll cast Augury.
Oh,
Yep.
augury. Well, that's gonna be fun.
Let's get the insights.
Yeah.
It'll be handy right now. Kintsugi is growing restless right now.
So, what's the specific course of action?
Play it smart. Play it safe.
I mean, as usual, as soon as he's said something and you get the answer, I'm going to say what I was doing, which is probably going to put a wrench in everything. We'll see.
Well, I want to know what course of action we should take. Where is the sort of the orb and
Augury gives you an. Augury works that you decide. You ask what happens if you do a specific course of action within the next 30 minutes, and then you get.
Should we just rush on to the forest direction of the orb?
It will be both good and bad.
All right, let's go.
Into the forest!
Oh.
Well then!
Yeah.
We ride at dawn!
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so if he says...
I got divine insight.
Yeah, he stops for a moment and he says, so we ride on then, to the forest! So I will just tweak some bits of the new shield and make in glowing letters in Sylvan so that it appears and it says, we have come for a trade. No, sorry. Yeah, we have come for a deal. I know that's what the bird was trying to tell us before.
No.
Do you speak Sylvan, sir?
Yes, I do.
In that case, you'll see what it says in my shield, and then you can tell me.
I immediately just know.
I'm inside the house.
So you get Lucien to like covers and foods and things, and the kid Berrimund
and I
walks with you outside.
Yeah, and I ask after the kid that was
the boy. He's
Listen, we are trying to help him. We are trying to help all of you. There is dangerous creatures
I yell
around,
at you.
and
Leave
I
the kid.
want you all to be safe. So please, if your brother is locked somewhere, I can break him out of there.
Beric isn't here.
Isn't here. Beric is Beric in the forest. Has he left this?
Yeah. So what happened was like a couple of days back there was a knock on the door, and there's like we saw the fuggliest woman you can like with all due respect. I mean, like to all women everywhere, but by the god, she was terrifying to look at.
Yes.
There was this ugly hag person, old woman coming to like talk with mother and father, and then they got into a shouting match. We were like on the other side because we were making the evening meal, and
the room was shade.
Then like fire started spreading, and mother and I heard them like shouting, and father came inside and took his sword and went outside fighting with the old woman, and then we heard like huge stomping noises, and I mean I can't remember everything, but the thing I remember is, and you can see this expression of absolute fury coming to the face of this like 18-something-year-old kid, and it's just like his voice calms down because he can like mother and father left us. they took the horse and run away like the cowards they are.
Indeed. What
Me?
scum?
Gesrick and Lucien are the only ones left. Our others, brethren,
Okay.
probably went to the forest because we heard like huge stomping
Okay.
noises
I
and screaming and shouting. I took Lucien and Gesrick by the hands and we went to the cellar because what the hell? What would have I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, you have done very well. You kept your sisters and brothers and so on safe.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but you've done enough. You've done very well. I'm going to help you. I'm not going to leave you here. Do you have any relatives or any person you can come to? If not, I'm going to take you to the nearest city and put you on the protection of my church. I'm going to help you. I'm not going to leave you here. We are going to deal with the problem. It would be good. Is the cellar still standing? Can you lock the doors?
I mean,
Get everyone there, please. Everyone,
it's
and lock the door. If when I come back, I'll knock 5 times, so you know it's me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, last I checked, I heard everyone's and Alisa's shouts and running towards the forest. Sigisar said something that he had to hide out, so they might be in the forest.
Okay, I'm
Still
going to
alive,
try
maybe.
to find them as well. But please get everyone who's in this yard to the cellar, and we'll deal with things. There might be some shouting and so on. Don't come out until I come get you.
Yeah, and with my magical tinkering,
Yep.
I've made a little clockwork device, and I give it to the girl, and I
The boy, girls inside.
girl's
The boy-
inside already.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then I give it to the boy. I was planning giving to the person who I had already given stuff, and tell him this magical device will let you know if it's safe to come out and if we are coming to get you. You can try it now.
Thanks.
You can try it now. Just touch it. When he touches it, hear a recorded messages that says, "You are still safe. We are currently engaged in another activity, but soon we'll come and get you out."
The kid is like, he's still angry, but he's like, "Thanks, mister."
Very well.
Yes, Rick.
Yeah.
Let's
Get-
inside.
yeah.
Get the chickens and let's get inside.
Yes, get some food and water if you have. If
There's some
you
in the
don't,
basement.
take
Was
mine.
it-
Good.
Into the woods.
Yes.
Yes.
Go. Now, when civilians are safe, let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
and as soon as civilians are safe and
We left already.
and especially out of earshot, I tell her that recorded message will keep on saying the same until we perish.
Good. They'll come out eventually if we don't.
Yeah.
So don't get
Like
back.
it's not. It doesn't actually tell them if it's safe. It just says
Um,
it's safe. It's fine.
Yeah, that's
Wait a
good.
minute.
That's good.
Am I on the
They're out
front?
of the harm way.
Am I on the front now? Since I'm the one who senses the heart.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are the hound dog.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
hound.
The troubleshooters went around the farmland. The only thing was that the only like weird thing they found out that the palisade wall was like broken, and they confirmed that the
Yeah, what about Tim and Nail? They are
Te-
still out.
Nail just followed you because he was your bodyguard. Tim didn't
Tim.
saw anything weird. He didn't see the crying, the blood red tree or anything, and so it's decent. But the forest, for Tim felt that the forest feels,
Restless.
for lack of a better word, yeah. And one of the troubleshooters confirmed for Father Gray that they did saw a couple of very big-looking farm people arrive at Venhir a couple of days back. So, like Father Gray and the most of the group start leaving, one of the troubleshooters approached the kids as they're going inside, and describe, like very shortly describe the parents. The kid confirms that yes, these are the parents, and the troubleshooter, one of the beardless man, tells Derrin, yeah, so the kid's story checks out apparently. We do know the location of the parents if
Oh, very
Some-
nice.
Yeah.
we need it.
Let's
Oh,
get
we're
for
gonna
later.
need it after
Yeah.
this.
And then the troubleshooter is like, oh, you can see in his face, like, he gets a little pale because he sees Father Grey disappear to the forest, and he's like, good Sir Knight, we need to go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hurry.
And I think this is a very good place to end it, because, yeah,
Things are
you
as
guys
they-
leave to the forest. It isn't a big forest. It is like maybe couple of kilometers side by side, like diameter. But it feels very dark and very thick, although it is evening, so that's why.
Yeah,
the forest might be
it's
dark.
going to feel dark anyway. So.
So
Yeah.
that's true.
It is. Can I do a vibe check on the forest?
Why?
Roll for.
He just wants to
Arcana.
roll with his.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's good enough. 12.
Yeah. There's some weird nature magic going on in the forest.
Uh-oh.
Like not much, but a thin layer on top
Something's
of.
wrong.
Yeah. Swamp thing. What? Who said that? So, thanks for watching. This got intense fast, but that's how I roll.
Yeah.
You don't roll anything. I roll!
Wait a minute.
Or rule.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
I rolled nat 20. I don't know about you.
Yeah, not 20.
I'm in command here.
See you all next time, I
Yeah,
guess.
so thanks for watching. Any feedback is appreciated. YouTube channel, Facebook, and all that jazz. See you next week. We will get back to Alman and the boys, name pending. Well, where we are introduced to a new character.
What?
And in 2 weeks we will
Wait, what?
return to this party in 2 weeks. Well, we'll see what lays in the forest.
Hey!
Stay
Yes.
safe, stay vigilant. See y'all later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.